Hi budgeting friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Jessie and I'm on a journey to take control back of my finances for financial freedom, retirement, and just being an overall better steward of the many blessings that God has given me in my life. And today we are going to look at pre-planning for my paycheck coming up this Wednesday, July 22nd. I get paid every 2 weeks, and today that's what we're going to look at and go over the budget a little bit. I didn't do that originally. My first video was cash stuffing. I'm very new to this, so I'm trying to get my structure, my video structure, my schedule and such down pat, and so that is a work in progress. So we'll get started here in my binder, and I might take these pages out because I don't have a lot of room in my space here. So this is my bill due dates sheet, and if you see scribbles, that was my grandson at one point making his mark. And so these are when my the amounts typically and the due dates, and then I have my semi-annual payments that are due, and then annual subscriptions that are due and their dates, the amounts and the dates. So that's just to keep track of what's coming up. And so we'll just jump right into July because that's where we are. So here's my July calendar. I created this in Word and with some clip art. So it turned out actually pretty nice. So I just have everything written out. Mortgage, actually, I was a little premature on that one. I put it on the wrong date, so we'll just mark those because I did that wrong. So there we go. So it starts on the 1st. So there's that. So we have all the dates that each bill is due, and then my pay when that comes out. My grandson's birthday, my youngest grandson's birthday is on the 22nd, and he will be 2 years old, so that's an exciting day. And we also have, I have every month I'm going to put just a list of my debts that I have an actual debt spreadsheet, but this is just so that I have it like right in my face and I can't get away from it. So my balances here, just briefly, I've got a USAA personal loan, Discover card, my car loan through USAA, student loans, little Home Depot card, and then this is my extra savings. This is through Everbank. It's a high yield savings account, and right now, as of the beginning of July, I had $600.60. I have that taken out $50 each pay period automatically. So I don't have anything to do with it because I cannot be trusted, and I don't have a debit card for that. I don't have the app. If I want a statement, I have to log into the portal online and look that way. Just wanted to make it as less convenient as possible for me to transfer funds. And so far that's worked. I've had it a few months now, and so I'm happy with that. At some point I would like to increase that, or maybe even create an account with Ally, I think it's called, because with Everbank, I'll have to look at it a little bit more. I don't think you can have buckets with Everbank. I think it's just your set account name and that's it. So, but I think I've seen where Ally will allow you to have buckets of savings. Like you have your main account, but then in each one is like a little envelope for each savings that you have. So I might check into that, but right now this is what I have in Everbank, and these are my debts. USAA personal loan, $11,278.81. My Discover card at the beginning, all these are at the beginning of July, was $9,511.55. My car, $29,338.76. My student loans, $23,783.71, and my Home Depot card, $336.11. And please excuse my voice. I have gotten a cold or something, and my throat is very scratchy. So apologize for that. I can do a quick tally of my debt. It's in the 70,000, something like that, just so we have a quick look at that. If you're interested, 9,338, 76, 73, 71, 3, 6, 11. Is that right? I think that's wrong. Let me try that again. I'm used to a big 10-key calculator with work. I'm an accountant, and it's hard to get used to working with this little guy. I might just bring out my big behemoth calculator so I can move a little quicker. Sorry about that. 0.71, 336. Okay, no, that was right. My total debt, not including my mortgage, $74,248.94. So yeah, that's what we're working with, and that is why I am in dire need of a proper budget and savings and process to handle my money, because clearly I have not done that properly. Okay, so let's move on. So originally, like for my last cash stuffing for July 8th, I had $273, which if I had done my budget first, I would have seen that I had a little bit more to work with, just because there was a couple things that were less for July than the previous month, and I was going off the estimates, the numbers for June. So I had a little bit more, which was $19 for the difference of last cash stuffing, because I did $273 and it should have been $291 or $292 if I round up, and so I had an amount of $19 that I had not allocated. So this time around for July 22nd, we will be I'll be working with $311. That extra amount I'm going to put towards fuel for my car, because I typically do 50, because I do work from home now, just the last few months. We were in the office before that, but we actually transitioned to remote. So my fuel has gone way down, but 50 was a bit under what I think it's going to be. So I'm going to use that $19 in the fuel category for this time around. So here are my bills. I've got my parish donations at $100 a month. Electric this month was $158. Water $60.14. My cell phone, these are pretty much almost always going to be the same, $42.05. My internet is $69.99. My mortgage was $35.03.41. And actually that went down for August. It'll be about $14 cheaper, just because of the escrow changed a bit, which was nice. The last time they did the audit, it went up, and so this time it's not. It went down, and I think it's because my home insurance it went up because I had increased my reduced my reduced the amount that I pay the deductible, so that increased my homeowner's insurance a bit, and that's why it had gone up previously. But they took too much out, and so that made an overage. So that was nice to see, even though it is $14, it can go somewhere else. Disney's $4.99. My car payment is $573.50. Car insurance $136.25. That actually includes like a $10 personal property, like jewelry, electronics, and such. So $136.25. Like I said, my savings for Everbank is $100 a month. And I have a supplement subscription with iHerb, and that's $16.68 per month. And like I said, fuel I have at $50, but I'm gonna increase that moving forward, I think. And so my Discover card payment is $189, student loans $217.97, USAA loan is $268.53, and my Home Depot is $3.43. So my income, which I didn't go over, the first check of the month always includes a $100 cell phone stipend. So it's $3,089.17. And then any subsequent checks, whether we have 2 or one of the 2 months that we get a third check out of the year, that would be $100 less. So $2,989.17 for a total monthly income this month of $6,078.34. And so we're going to move on from there. And so this was for last time, my cash planning. And so here we are. So I created a sheet because like I said, I can't really be trusted if I'm not tracking every single thing. So even with purchases from my wallet for cash, and I'm gonna write down everything that's paid, and because if I happen to need to do a debit card transaction, just because using cash is not available, or for whatever reason it's a purchase online that's not available close by where I can pay actual cash for it, those tend to get away from me very quickly. And so this is what I'm going to do every single week, instead of per check, because like I said, I get paid every 2 weeks. I'm going to do this every week so that I can keep a handle on it, because like I said, this kind of thing gets away from me, and I can go over budget very quickly. And especially where my grandsons are concerned, oh my goodness, I so overspend on those boys. Oh, anyway, so that's what I'm going to do. So the planned things I have for this week, the week of July 19th through the 25th, are, I'm going to have to scoot that a little bit there. So we've got gifts, and that's for my grandson and my niece. I sent her a $50 check because she lives in Kentucky. So gifts and car maintenance is coming up. I have an appointment for the oil change and some general maintenance. Car maintenance, we don't need to write all that out. And then we have, I'm going to do a Costco run. Whoops. Costco. Oh, that's going to bug me so much. Okay. Costco. And then I do need to get fuel. So this is going to be $50 for the check for Emelina, my niece, and then I have $130 in my gifts. 130 budget or balance in my sinking fund. So the rest of that I'm going to be using all on my grandson. So we will be spending 180. But whether or not, I know that's a check, the $50, but some of the rest of that could be, oh, that's wrong. If I have a $130 budget, then how am I getting 180? Oh my goodness, I'm adding numbers. Okay, so I'm definitely spending 130. But the rest of that, but that isn't the check. The remainder is going to go to my grandson's gifts. So car maintenance, estimate of the oil change. I always take it to the dealership. I just feel more comfortable. And so probably about 120. So I don't quite know yet. Probably around there. But the budget, The amount I have in maintenance is $172. So as long as I don't go over that. Costco, I've estimated around $130 for all the things that I plan to get. That's on the rotation. I have a Costco schedule, so where I know what's coming up, when I'm running out of, how often I buy such and such. And then fuel is probably, because I need to get fuel for my lawnmower, so with my car, and I do get it at Costco, so it is cheaper. But I'm just going to say 45. And what I have remaining in the budget, if I include my $19 of overage from the last time, is 44 in the budget, or in the balance. So I'm going to be $1 over if I do actually do 45. So we'll see. So once these are complete, then I'll move those down here. So those are the things that are planned coming up. So we'll see how that goes and where we are, and then any additional transactions, obviously, I'm going to put here. And then any debit transactions, then I'm going to total those here, so I know how much that needs to go back to the bank. So there's that sheet, my weekly transactions. And so now I'm going to do my stuffing categories. So we have grocery, dining out, shopping, miscellaneous, personal, household, pets, and then my sinking funds that I'm adding are pets, gifts, car tax, trash, house repair, car maintenance, my Magnificot subscription, Microsoft, YouTube, and my P.O. Box. So, let's see. So really, I'm basically just gonna copy what I have here for the most part, I think. So we're doing grocery is 81, dining out is 15, shopping is 10. Actually, I'm gonna add one. I'm gonna work on these because there's some that I want. There are other like sinking funds that I want to add. So we'll see, but we've kind of gotten in a little rhythm now with my oldest grandson's low allowance when he comes over. So we're going to do $2 there, and then miscellaneous we'll get 8, personal 10, household 10, and pets 10. The pets is 10. Gifts, 15. And this pets is like meds and grooming, like vet trips and such. This pets is everyday things. Gifts, there's that. Car tax, 30. Trash, 14. House repair is 10. Car maintenance is 11. Magnificat is 5. Microsoft, 11. YouTube, 12. And P.O. Box is 9. So, let's scoop these guys over a skosh. So 81 plus 15 plus 10 plus 8 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 2. So this is 146. And then we have 10 plus 15 plus 30 plus 14, 10, 11, 5, 11, 12, 9. It's 127. So the grand total, 127 plus 146, that's, actually I could have put that here, 273. Oh, that's wrong. I forgot. I needed 292. So I've got to add $19, because the 19 from the July 8th paycheck that I didn't allocate, that's going to gas this time. So, or fuel. So I have 19 from this time because it should be 291. So I'm gonna I don't know. I guess I can add actually I think I'm just gonna do I'm gonna allocate. Let's do a savings challenge. And I will put all of the 19 there because I think I'm good for the rest of it. Okay, so we need 150, 120, 110, and $1. Dining out, a 10 and a 5, a 10 for shopping, 5, 1, 3, 4 ones, a 10, a 10, a 10, and 2. And then here we have a 10, a 10 and a 5, 20 and a 10 and 4 ones, a 10, a 10 and a 1, 5, 10 and a 1, 10 and 2 ones, a 5 and 4. And then here, the 19, we'll do the 10, the 5, and 4 ones, and then we'll have to total right there. That's a bit convoluted there, but okay. That'll do. It's fine. So 50, we have 150, 2 20s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 15 ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fives, 4, 6, 10, 10, so it's 22. So that is 127 here. 127, 146, 19. So that's 292. So that's right. We need 292. So we will see here. So 1, 2, 15, 6, and 22. Subtotal 50, 40, 150, 30, and 22. 50, 40, 15, 30, 22. Ugh. 22, 30. Ugh. Whoops. 150. 40 and 50. So 292. There we go. There's that. And so what I'm going to do now is get one of these ready to go for the bank. So $100 bills, we need 0 of those, 0 amount. 50, we have 1 of those at 50. 20, we have 2 of those at $40. 10, we have 15 of those for $150. 5s, we have 6 of those for $30. And 1, we have 22 of those for $22. And just to make sure, 5, 0, 4, 0, 150, 30, 20, and we have 292. So this I will cut out and take that to the bank on Wednesday. So I am ready to go for the week, and I have my handy dandy transaction tracker that I will do every single week because, again, I cannot be trusted. So thank you guys very much. That wraps it up for today. I appreciate very much any of you stopping by and joining me on this journey to financial freedom and control and organization and just peace. So thank you again, and have a nice, wonderful day or evening, wherever you happen to be watching from. Bye.